Good morning. I hope everyone is enjoying their summer, at least what's left of it. It's hard to believe it's already August and the kids will be back in school before we know it, and traffic will adjust and the lake will soon be calmer. A couple things on tap for us over the next few weeks. On August 19th at the Ozark Yacht Club, starting at 5:30, Ashley and I will be presenting some information on the Big Beautiful Bill and how it may impact our clients. If you'd like to attend, please RSVP by texting 573-693-9443 and include your name. You can also call us and let us know that you'll be there, but if you leave a voicemail, please make sure that you include your name so that we know who to say is coming and how many people to plan on. We will have some refreshments and things like that there as well. We've had a couple of calls regarding United Healthcare and JCMG. United Healthcare and JCMG are currently in negotiations. They have a contract that's set to expire on September 15th. They're required to send notifications within certain timelines. So don't be worried about this at this point because this all is to be determined. And so we're not in the panic phase at this point. The other thing I want you to be aware of too is most likely they will come to an agreement, but let's say they don't, and what would happen if they don't? I just want you to be aware of the fact that if you're in a PPO plan, remember you can go out of network. You just may pay a little bit more when you do. And there are some other things that you might want to know about, but that is the beauty of being in a PPO. You do have the ability to go out of network if you need to, versus an HMO where you have to stay in network unless it's an emergency. And so not to say HMOs are not good, because they are, but I just want you to be aware of what's happening with that, and you don't need to worry about it yet. We'll let you know. We're keeping a close eye on that. You know, MU and Anthem Advantage Plan. Many of you, you've probably seen our communication on social media that they came to an agreement. However, they did not include Medicare Advantage in the agreement with Anthem and MU. And so MU continues to be out of network for the Anthem Medicare Advantage plans. The client appreciation date, save the date. The Client Appreciation Dinner will be September 23rd at Seven Springs Winery. Generally, it usually starts about 5:30, I want to say. And we are going back there. Some of you have been there with us before. There are new owners, so we're giving them a go. And they can house our appreciation dinner. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing everybody. It's my favorite event of the year. So Seven Springs Winery is in Lynn Creek, and we'll get you more information and official invitations here in the coming weeks. There's no shortage of alarm bells with regard to Medicare and legislation. We are continuing to see Medicare supplement rates on the rise. It's not uncommon. Some of them have risen considerably this year. Some have been a little slower to increase their rates. There's all kinds of reasons for this, but it's happening across the board. When we look at Medicare Advantage plans, we are going to see some adjustments, I think, this year in Medicare Advantage. I don't have any insider information that I can share at this point, but with the federal government tightening up fraud, waste, and abuse, really keeping an eye on that, holding people accountable, those types of things, we're going to see some of those extras like dental and the over-the-counter allowances shrink a little bit. You know, when I started in the industry 18 years ago, we didn't have dental and over-the-counter benefits on anything because Medicare doesn't cover that. And so Advantage plans didn't either. And over the years, we've gotten very spoiled to having some of those extra benefits. So we may see some of those shrink back. I wouldn't be surprised this year if that happens over the next couple of years. So be on the lookout for that. The annual enrollment period, we will be hosting group reviews for a lot of the plans this year. You'll be seeing some information come out to go over your annual notice of change. And so what that means is every year by the end of September, you get in the mail an annual notice of change from your plan. So if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan or a prescription drug plan with Medicare, they send out this notice of change, and it only goes over the change. It doesn't give you a full summary of benefits. So what we'll be doing is we'll be hosting those. So if you're on a particular plan with a particular carrier, you can watch for that. You can attend that. We may do some of those. We may broadcast some of those through our Zoom, but that's to be determined. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do that yet for a number of reasons, but be on the lookout for those annual notice of change meetings. If you can come to those rather than having a personal appointment, that is great. It helps me personally because I do go through a lot of appointments in a year and I want to see everyone, but sometimes it's really hard to do a personal appointment with every single person. So if you are comfortable with that, that would be great. It would help us a great deal. Remember also, scope of appointment forms must be received 48 hours or more before your appointment. That is a requirement from Medicare. If you come to an annual notice of review or notice of change review, one of the meetings that we're having, we don't need a scope of appointment. But if you're having a personal appointment with an agent, those scopes of appointment, we have to receive 48 hours or more before the appointment. And if we are ever audited by Medicare, we have to produce those and show that, yes, we actually did receive that. Also, you'll want to watch for information coming your way. We are going to be introducing the Jennings Insurance Group portal. And what you'll be able to do with that is you'll be able to log into the Jennings Insurance Group portal and see the various insurance policies that you have with us. So if you have your Medicare plan, your prescription drug plan, an annuity, you have life insurance, final expense, all those types of things, you'll be able to go in there and see your plan information. So we're very excited about that. That is a work in progress, so it won't be perfect when we first send it out. And we want to hear your feedback so that we can make corrections and tighten it up and make it perfect. So keep an eye on social media for ongoing relevant information. We do try to keep people updated and informed through social media so that we're not sending you a barrage of emails and all kinds of stuff. So you can go, particularly our Facebook page is usually pretty up to date, Jennings Insurance Group on Facebook. And that's a great way to keep in touch with us as well and just kind of see what's going on out in the world. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you've been having a great summer, and you've been able to make some great memories this year. So I look forward to seeing you all at the Client Appreciation Dinner and then during the annual enrollment period. See ya.